From the eye of terror they march, remorseless and inexorable. They are the Chaos Astartes, the children of dark gods. Armed with forbidden science and blackest sorcery, they march. Before them lay the workings of the Corpse Emperor, a false god, one they will rip from his heaven, one whose work they will see turn to ruin. From the eye of terror they march, and the galaxy will burn. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to G-Mineo. I'm your host and resident lore expert, Patrick, and today we'll be looking over the miniatures and lore of the Chaos Astartes, the traitor space marine. And with me, as always, are my loyal followers, Tom and Brady. And with me, as always, are my...
Tom and Brady, can we
Tom and Brady! Please? My brain went to football. I don't know why. I don't even like football. Say hi, boys.
Hello, boys.
Hello.
And today, we'll be looking over the Chaos Space Marines. Now, what we do here is, it's barely a game. Basically, what we'll be doing is, I'll be showing them some miniatures. They'll try to guess a bit about their lore and their abilities. And I will dole out completely arbitrary and meaningless points to whoever gets it the closest.
They're not arbitrary and meaningless to us, Patrick. We live and die by this game.
They make or break our days.
Alright, so, shall we begin?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go.
Alright, first off, we've got the Chaos Cultists, the Accursed Mutants, and the Dark Commune.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
They look cool. They look very cool.
Alright, let's start with the Chaos Cultists.
The Chaos Cultists. This looks like a fusion between, like, old Devil Worship and Mad Max Fury Road, and it's really cool.
Yeah. Well, based off of all of our older minis reactions, this is gonna be an infantry. I'm guessing infantry.
Now, these don't look like Astartes. They just look like normal guys. So I'm willing to bet that the Chaos Cultists are basically the like normal Joe, like the equivalent of, oh geez, what is it, is it the Astra Militarum? And I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that these, to me, they look like they have something to do with corn, a little bit. The horns and heavy metal. I mean, this is just they've been completely and utterly warped by chaos. I think that this is not by happenstance. I think these guys and gals intentionally give themselves to chaos. Like, they almost offer themselves up for these mutations and then receive them as like gifts from the chaos gods. And I don't know, these all look like Slanesh inspired creations to me.
These ones are mutated in a way that they are all for battle. It's for power, basically, is what it looks like. So I definitely think that these are people who have, yes, offered themselves up and in exchange received power through mutation. And then we have the Dark Commune. You know, maybe these are the guys who do the mutations, you know?
Oh, interesting.
They look very religiously charged, especially with the big staff sort of thing, and this guy has some tentacles coming off of him, so I could see these guys being the ones that do the mutations. Maybe these are the ones that are the recruiters for the humans, and they're the ones that go around and like, hey, you want some power?
You want some 40k meth, which is power in the warp. I think they're banner carriers, and they are the sort of like how Space Marines have a chaplain in the squad who sort of rouses their unit to do stuff that they wouldn't normally be able to do. I think that's what these guys are. They're like the drivers and like the sort of taskmasters of an individual unit of the cultists.
Points to both of you.
Hey, that's good.
Yeah.
Chaos offers power to all, regardless of station or standing. One needs only be strong enough, brutal enough, to take it. This is what every mortal cultist believes, and this belief drives them to charge into battle alongside Chaos Marine warbands. They seek to earn glory and the boons of chaos through blessed mutations, but few ever survive past the initial charge. You see, in the Dark Commune, that guy that's like second to last, that's actually based off of another unit. That is the Rogue Psyker from the Blackstone Fortress, which was like a little board game RPG thing they did. That is the decapitated head of one, kept on a floating life support system, hooked up to another cultist who serves as its blood donor.
Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, that's so wild.
That's insane.
That's the stuff we're dealing with Chaos here.
You know what a good thing is? Chaos don't discriminate.
Chaos, yeah. I like that they take all comers. You know what I mean? They're just like, yeah, come bring it on in. We're equal opportunity shitty.
Now here we've got a big dose of dudes. We've got the Chaos Marines, the Chaos Marine Terminators, the Chaos Marine Raptors, and the Noise Marine.
Oh, the Noise Marine's my favorite. Look at, he's got leopard print.
I know.
Oh,
and he has a mohawk.
That's awesome.
All right, we're saving the best
Calling
for last.
it. He's my favorite.
So we have the Chaos Marines.
Okay.
They're chaotic.
They're chaotic.
There's not much to say about these guys other than these are just Space Marines but spiky and worship chaos.
Yeah, I mean,
the Slaves of Darkness, the Forsaken Sons of the Emperor, the Bearers of the Primordial Truth. These are the Chaos Space Marines. Each seeks to honor their gods, or elemental chaos itself, in their own ways. Terminators, slow and plodding, wear specialized armor that makes them like walking tanks, sacrificing speed for resilience and firepower, and are favored among the Black Legion and those loyal to Khorne. Raptors, however, strike from the sky like storms of metal and fury, shredding their foes with augmented talons and murderous glee. And of course, few can match the terror of the Noise Marine, a favored child of Slaanesh, who employs songs that melt the mind, boil the flesh, and shred the very soul apart, drowning the battlefield in ruinous cacophony.
Now that's
cool.
Is fucking metal.
And his gun, or his guitar is also a gun.
It's also a gun. Oh, it's got the thing. It's like a Once Upon a Time in Mexico. The guitar that's a shotgun.
Oh my god.
And now for something else that is also within that vein, the Possessed and the Accursed.
Whoa! He's got two heads. He's four-legged, but also two-legged. Wait, how many legs this dude got? The Possessed. These are Chaos Marines who have taken it a step further and who don't only serve Chaos, because the other Space Marines didn't look like they still looked like Space Marines, just with different, different armor and stuff. Yeah. So I think they still retain their humanoid form, but the Possessed are Space Marines who have displayed a level of zealotry and power such that they are granted mutations by Chaos. I think that these are exemplary Space Marines who get the added benefit and boon of further mutation through Chaos. I wonder if these aren't captured Space Marines that were good and are subjected to like torture and terrible stuff, basically like over time converted to these like sort of mindless tanks.
Possessed we got here, I don't think that
Hello?
Yeah, I'm just thinking. The thing is, I don't feel like these are Space Marines at all. I'm sure they are.
You don't?
No, you know what? These are Space Marines.
Change
well,
your answer.
No. That was an interesting line of logic. Continue down that line. See where it takes you.
We have one of the Possessed is literally like standing over a Space Marine, but I think that my thought was that these are cultists who have proven themselves through battle and have proven themselves through specifically killing a space marine, because it is a true test of like how powerful you can be, and that comes with extra mutations and all that sort of stuff and promise of power. So I think that these are on a higher level than the cultists, obviously. Off of that, I think that the accursed cultist torments are in fact the cultists that have not done well, and either they have perished in battle or they have not followed the rule of the chaos gods and are punished to be fused with other creatures, to where the creatures are following the cultists, but they can't do anything other than just watch themselves destroy things.
Unfortunately, points to neither of you.
Really?
Dang.
Some crave true power. Some seek to show devotion. But those who walk the path of possession are either true believers in chaos or hopelessly mad. Astartes possessed, often called second-born, give up their souls and bodies to be possessed by demons as an act of devotion or desperation. In a mad attempt to accrue more strength, they will allow their souls to be burned out of them and their bodies twisted as they are literally possessed by demons in an attempt to better serve their chapter. Accursed cultists, however, serve as little more than living gateways to a demonic force, kept just alive and aware enough to understand the agony of their situation.
But why?
It kind of reminds me, like the Space Marine possessed kind of remind me of the Avatar of Cain from the Eldari, in that they like offer themselves as a vessel for power. It's just not, you know what I mean? It's demons instead of Cain.
Exactly. On a smaller scale.
That's
yeah.
crazy. I thought we were I thought one of us were gonna get.
Yeah, I thought one of us was gonna get at least the possessed right.
The Vex Machinator, or the Lord Discordant.
He's got a lot of stuff going on.
I'm thinking we got a Space Marine on top, and you know, I've heard of Vex before. I've played a little known game called Destiny before. Vex, I attribute to like life within cybernetics or electronics, robots maybe.
Robots.
So I think that this is a Space Marine taking another follower of the Chaos Gods and converted it, willing or not, to a weaponized machine that's part human and is able to draw on that, like almost like, because I feel like you are able to harness energy from chaos demons if you're a human. Maybe not so much if you are robot or something. Right, I feel like they have to have some living piece within them. So that's what I think this is. I think that this Space Marine is riding on top of a kind of hybrid human robot that is receiving power from the Chaos Demon.
I don't know if it's that complicated. I think it's actually simpler than that. I'm gonna go out and say that I think that the Lord Discordant, remember earlier I was talking about like how each Space Marine chapter has a chaplain. Yeah. I think this is a Chaos chapters version of a chaplain. I think that the Lord Discordant is sort of the rebel rouser of the Space Marine chapters. He's definitely a Space Marine, I think. I just think he's a distinguished one who carries the banner of the Space Marine chapter. I think that his steed that he's on does have some significance. I don't know exactly what it is. But yeah, I think that this guy is just a very prominent Space Marine who uses this freaking this crazy contraption of metal and flesh to just decimate stuff. I think he's a tank. He's a walking tank.
The Lord Discordant is a bleak counterpoint to the Loyalists' own tech marines. While the Sons of Mars sanctify their machines with holy code, the Lord Discordant is a warpsmith, one who blends demonology with technology. They are one of the few capable of binding demons into machines, birthing horrific monstrosities of metal and meat, like the creature this one rides.
I think Brady got that one then.
Yeah, he did get that one. The point goes to
Yeah,
Brady.
the second you said Vex, I was like, all right, I'm running with it.
That's cool. That's cool. So they literally bind demons to machines.
Now, no points for this one. I just want to show this one off.
Okay.
This
Okay.
one's great. This is the Lord of Skulls.
Whoa!
Can you...
Whoa! How big
Oh
is
my
he? Those are all
gosh.
skulls.
Oh
my
my gosh.
Can you guess which Chaos God built this one?
I'm gonna go ahead and say corn.
Everything's skulls. How big is this?
Pretty big. It's a big mini. It's like a centerpiece.
Holy
Yeah.
moly!
I mean, this guy's got cannons for days. He's got the tracks. He's got like that thing that's on the front of trains that you can just mow through stuff, you know. And like that, he looks like he shoots cannons out of his junk. Oh, that's great.
Okay, so we gotta learn.
Okay, yeah. What's this thing's deal, man?
Forged in the black heart of the Eye of Terror, the Lord of Skulls rumbles forward like a heaving, lurching effigy to the blood god itself. The Lord of Skulls is a demon engine, but its apoplectic rage is not enough to power its massive girth, and thus it must supplement its engines with the steam created by boiling the blood of murderers. When the steam pressure gets too high, it will vent these gouts of boiling scarlet steam, with such pressure that if the heat doesn't kill you, the cutting pressure will. Each Lord of Skulls is in and of itself a prayer to the blood god and a shard of its fury.
That is what we call big D energy right there. Wow.
I love that.
That's awesome.
I want to see one of these.
This is one of my favorite minis.
Yeah, I want to see the real minis.
Right? I feel like it's like a chunk of, like, you know?
I have saved the best for last.
The
One of
best? Better than that?
This is Abaddon the Despoiler.
He's got a Space Marine helmet impaled on his thing, which is cool.
He also has a
And that looks like a
Tau.
Tau,
That
right?
looks like Tau to me.
It looks like a Tau skull because they've got the interesting heads. Wait, there's souls in his sword. Look, there's faces in it, like screaming faces almost.
Oh, yeah.
What?
That's a good notice.
That's cool.
It should be noted, a little bit of hint here, he is wielding a weapon that you've seen in one of your reaction videos before. It was the Horus Heresy trailer.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Oh, Horus Heresy was... There was so much going on, I couldn't even...
I bet this used to be the sword of the Emperor. That's what I'm gonna go out on a limb.
That's what you're thinking? Okay.
It used to be a weapon of the Emperor. I mean, I didn't even see the thing, but I'm willing to bet that.
At the head of the traitor legions is Abaddon the Despoiler, favored son of Horus, bane of Cadia. It was he who claimed the Blackstone Fortress. He who cracked Cadia under the weight of his armies. He who slew Horus's second coming. Although he has been blessed by all four of the Chaos Gods, he refuses to ascend to the rank of the Demon Prince, as to do so would limit his ability to move outside the Eye of Terror and hinder his plans to destroy the Imperium and all its works. Thus, he makes of himself the flesh and blood hands of chaos, doing its bidding in the material world. And to serve as his weapon is the claw of Horus Lupercal himself.
I was gonna say, I never saw a sword, but I'm pretty sure I saw a claw in that trailer.
Oh.
I knew I should have...
So that's the claw of Horus?
Yeah.
Dang.
I was like, the sword, I would have remembered. I would have remembered that sword. but the claw looks familiar. But I was like,
well, see, I didn't even see the thing. So when you said weapon, I just assumed the sword. Dude, this guy is nuts. And that's also really interesting that he was like, he's like, no, I'm not going to go into middle management.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to, he's like, I need to be on the ground. Boots on the ground, baby. That's funny.
Well, it makes sense because, like, being the son of Horus, obviously he wants to just, like, finish off the Imperium.
Yeah.
And, like, you're not gonna just go against your, like, everything you worked so hard for to be like, okay, I guess I'll be a demon prince. So that totally makes sense. This guy's awesome.
Wow. This has been G-Mineo. My co-hosts have been Seth and Brady. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and check out our channel for more updates on regular gaming stuff, 40k content, video games, tabletop things, whatever we feel like. And don't forget, game it till you make it.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.